Okay, let's go. Welcome everyone. My name is Piotr Miernik and I have been designing user interfaces and user experiences for AAA games across multiple platforms. I worked for Techland, People Can Fly, Qlog, Ubisoft Stockholm, and currently I am working at Ubisoft Montpellier. And today I want to talk with you through my UI design system. Okay, let's start with a definition. A UI design system is more than a visual style guide or a collection of icons. It's a structured, reusable set of building blocks that includes rules, components, tokens, patterns, and documentation. In game development, this means everything from the smallest atomic element like font size or color up through prefabricated widgets like inventory screens. Why do AAA games need this? Because the challenges are enormous. First, multiple platforms, each with different inputs, methods, resolutions, and certification requirements. Second, teams are spread across the globe. Third, the rise of seasonal content and live operations means UIs aren't finished at launch. And finally, the sheer content scale. Now imagine you don't have a design system. The first thing that happens is redundancy. One team builds a setting menu widget, another team builds the same thing with slightly different margins and both end up in the build. Then inconsistency, fonts look slightly different. And finally, miscommunication. Designers and developers aren't aligned, so implementing simple changes don't work. Inconsistency doesn't just hurt the team, it directly impacts the player. Imagine switching from one menu to another and suddenly the buttons feel different or navigation behaves unpredictably. Players may not articulate it in design terms, but they feel frustration and distrust. The foundations for solving this problem is atomic design that most of you probably heard of. We break UI into a hierarchy. Core elements are the abstract base. Atoms are the smallest building blocks, molecules are combinations like a health bar with an icon label, widget or organisms are mostly indicators, and finally layouts are complete flows, the full menu navigation structure. Let's get into details. Core elements are essentially the DNA of your UI. It contains the raw design tokens, grids, spacing, color styles, text styles, and layer styles. These aren't just static values, they are structured so they can be exported directly to the code. This ensures visual consistency across all devices. The next layer is design library, known also as components library. These are prefab UI elements with built-in logic hooks with think of drop-down menus, sliders, tab bars, or inventory slots. They aren't just visuals, they are functional, tested, and reusable. Designer can use them in Figma or Sketch, while engineers can integrate them into the engine. Components are a new concept within the atomic design methodology. They describe how players actually interact with the UI. Some common examples of UI systems include the navigation system, labeling system, and so on. This system often overlap and they all function at a global level. A design system establishes the rules once. Now let's build. The first step in building a system is an audit. Gather every UI asset currently in use, menus, HUDs, overlays, catalog them, note duplicates, inconsistencies, and technical implementations. This process often reveals surprising redundancies. Oh, I'm fast. Once you know your inventory, you define your design tokens and UI kit. Tokens are values for color, spacing, font, radius, all in machine-readable form. The UI kit is the visual representation in Figma or Sketch. Importantly, we overlay accessibility checks here. The next step is syncing design with engineering. Designers work in Figma, but engineers need those values in code. With modern workflows, tokens can be exported directly, so the same value drives both the mockup and the build. Continuous integration systems can validate changes automatically. This creates shared language between disciplines. After alignment, we implement the system into the game engine. Components are rebuilt as prefabs with token references. Importantly, we test across platforms early. Now it's time to involve producers and create a FSO in Jira. FSO stands for Feature Set Overview, so how the feature should behave, its pace, and global rules. Design systems must be governed. Without rules, they drift. We use versioning, so every change is tracked, documented, and tested. Governance means having clear ownership. Who maintains the tokens, who approves component updates, who documents patterns. This prevents regressions and keeps the system healthy. Just like code, a design system is a product. Let's move to benefits now. The most immediate benefit is speed. Imagine launching a new seasonal event. Instead of redesigning dozens of screens, you simply swap a few tokens, colors, typography, maybe background art. The entire UI updates instantly. Consistency is another huge win. With a design system, UI looks and behaves the same across platforms. On consoles, on PC, the menus are visually identical and behavior is consistent. Even resolution scaling is handled by the system, so ultra-wide users and handheld users both get the clean layouts. The consistency improves quality for players. Collaboration becomes smoother across disciplines. Designers use Figma, developers consume token outputs in code, and marketing uses the same UI assets for trailers and promotional materials. Everyone works from the same source of truth. No duplication, no guessing, no last-minute fixes to align styles. Ultimately, this isn't just about making developers' lives easier. The player benefits most. A consistent polished UI means onboarding is smoother, navigation feels intuitive, and interactions are reliable. Players don't notice the system, they just feel the quality. And that immersive polish is what separates AAA experiences from the rest. Let's recap. A UI design system accelerates workflows, enforces consistency, and scales seamlessly. It turns chaos into clarity, saves time for designers and engineers, and delivers polished, reliable experiences for players. The principle is simple. Design once, deploy everywhere. And in AAA development, that principle can save millions of dollars. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope this gave you a clear picture of how UI design system can transform AAA workflows. Last but not least, this design system methodology will go public this autumn. Stay tuned because a free version of the UI kit will be available for download. Thank you. Oof.